Hey, hi everyone, this is Shiva here. I work as Head of Sales Engineering at Fieldproxy. So today let's look into field visit management dashboards, right? So before I show you this dashboards, about it briefly. So what it does is these dashboards is reflects your data about whatever activities that are happening around your customers, right? These are done by your field agents, right? Like how many visits are they paying for these customers, or how many times are their activities going on, and how many on a customer metrics, right? Or what are the data points, for example, how many customers are being onboarded, or all the activities based on the visits that are happening will be reflected here as for you as a manager. So let me show you, right? All these data points are collected from various activities, right? So for example, customer visits or attendance, check-in, check-out from your field agents. So all these data is collected backend and it's shown for you in various dashboards. So let me start off with a daily live dashboard. So here you can see the number of visits done by your field team, right? How many of them are present for that day and how many of them are absent, number of late check-ins and leaves that are happening, average working hours that is there. So this as a whole will give you the daily live dashboard with your field agent perspective. Now on the customer metrics, right? Here again, you'll be able to choose which agent you want to look into the metrics for. For example, let's stick with John, and you can see how many different types of customers he has onboarded, right? Number of visits that he has done, and number of customers that he have, and number of orders per visit he is able to collect. All this data is reflected here. And for example, on the right side, you can also see number of average revenue generated by your field agent and which type of customer is he, right? For example, John is only able to generate this much amount of revenue from a bronze member, right? And also you'll be able to see region-wise data. Where are all the visits done? Where are all the orders, collected? On the left side, you can see California or New York, right? What are different order statuses is reflected here. And region-wise, how much revenue is generated is also reflected on another dashboard for you. And deep diving into it, what are the different stages, right? You set a different stage for each customer, right? So for example, here these 3 customers are onboarded and all of them are in the awareness stage, right? All this data is also reflected here for you. And you can also see certain customer metrics, also number of new customers are onboarded, as I said, 3, and number of customers that are in the risk bucket that your agent might, put them under is here as well, as you see is reflected. And also if you can see number of customers here, average number of visits paid, how much revenue is generated here, and average time, customer facing time your agent was able to provide. Now also deep diving into the visit metrics. So you can also see here in much depth on a broader view which all the agents were here and what is the check-in time, last completed tasks, and how much time they are spending at the location, right? And if you go further down, so you can see for example, let's stick here again with John. And let's say how much percentage of customers John has spent last 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks with, and how many customers 2 to 4 weeks he is able to handle. And number of visits, for example, how many customers has he paid 6 to 10 visits, right? 66% of the customers he did so, and 30% only 2 to 5 visits were paid by John. And you can also see a number of average customer distribution per week. And what is the most productive hour for John here, right? If you see, that is 15 and 3 p.m. is when he paid most number of visits. 19 visits he's done at 3 p.m. So that 3 to 4 seems to be the most productive hours for John. So, and also the number of customers faced and what is the revenue he is able to generate, and the risk bucket, how many customers are there. So all these data, and also brief location wise view or where the most customers visits have been done is also provided. So this is how the overall, the field visit dashboards are. It gives you a much deeper dive into what is happening around with your customers and agents, how are the interaction happening between both of them, and how is your productivity going forward and everything. So I hope you have a good understanding about how this works. If not, just feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help. And thank you so much for your time.